Good night to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, and the rest of the world, all Guyanese. Fellow citizens, tonight I have so many things to talk about, but time are limited. I want to make it clear we have to accept the new government in power, whether we like them or not. As you can see, it's not PPP, it's PNC. If not PPPC, it's APNU. And if you don't join any one of them, you get fucking killed, or you get locked up, or all kind of things happen to you. And I ask many questions. Is that democracy? But the PPP make a lot of mistakes during the 23 years of power after Chedi died. But now it is not a job for apprentice or people who just come aboard and learning on it. So I am saying we had 28 years of PNC. Desmond Hoyt was the best. All the rest was garbage, corrupt, racist, and dictator Fast Burnham. We had 2 years of Chedi. He died. Unfortunately, he died. Fortunately, we should have died a long time. And I have no apology to this. He died. Then Barra take it over. You put a young man to do a big man job. You must expect mistakes. And then when race get involved in it, and Indians do not forget what happened to them in the 60s with the uprising in Mackenzie, Buxton, and many other places, when the CIA had financed the Burnham government with the TUC union on the 80-day strike. People must not forget these things. Many of my black countrymen and women call me a racist. Excuse my language, I like you fuckers to define for me what is a racist. Is a man or a woman who's scared of the past, remembering what happened to them, and do not want it to happen again is a racist. Is a man or a woman who experienced young men and others was raped and beat and killed by another race, trying to prevent it from happening to them, is that a racist? And for 28 years of black people ruling Guyana, Indian went through hell and other races. Now that is why I says 75,000 to 80,000 of Guyana blacks, of the 219 or 21,000, God can open heaven and welcome them as great children of His. The rest is garbage. The Indian, on the other hand, for corruption, destruction, obstruction, and being very vindictive against each other, fighting for property where they belong to them, going to the Kalimai church or hurt their brother, sister, and friend, doing wrong things to get job, their days are bitter than the face of this earth. If somebody should hate me, should be the Indian, I guess, not you, the black race. I am telling you what the fuck I'm saying. If I'm in a jungle full of lions, hyenas, tigers, and jaguar, and being attacked only by the tiger, who you want me to talk about? Must I say the lion is the one who carrying the attack? Or must I say the tiger? So for you people who have no good IQ and understanding, I want you to understand, I have all the race in this one body. And yes, you black people have ruled Guyana for 28 years. And a lot of you fuck up other innocent people. And the Indian don't want that to happen. But if it come between it, that 75 to 80,000 blacks are genuine human beings that God can open heaven for. The Indian don't have 1% of them, because they will take away heaven from God. And if they get Satan, the devil, to lock God up and fuck him up with voodoo, they'll do it. And I have no apology to that. But we do not have the position now for what I call apprentice or amateurs. No way. We want people who know what they are doing. Guyana is an Amerindian country followed by the mixed race. The Portuguese and Chinese are now fighting for it. Only you black people and Indian. Why? When will we ever be united for a common Guyana? And ministers, I want the constitution to change. Any ministers in government uses his or her position to deny a man or a woman justice because you speak out against them, must not hold the job and must be tried for treason because the government does not belong to that person. We are the fucking government. We are the one who are putting you there. And any Indian who are fighting their brothers and sisters for property what don't belong to them, or anyone for an example, if it is proven that you are lying, take away what you got and give to the man you're fighting, and dig a deep hole and bury the one who's the aggressor. Bury him alive in it. And if any judges and lawyers take side, they must face a guillotine, because the laws of the country must be for every man, woman, and child. It's not Africa and India, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot divide Guyana like India and Pakistan, and you cannot take the other race and drive them out. Being a black race ruling Guyana when you're claiming Africa and you went into Africa fighting for your black brothers? Come on now. It's an Amerindian fucking country. We will either live together or we all will die together. It's not a fucking threat. If the PPP would start to change the constitution and alter the mistakes that they had made and start to give justice and give the Amerindian what is their own. They want equality. They want justice. And no Indian and black Portuguese Chinese should try an indigenous race. It's totally unfair. You black man talk what the white man done to you. How he exploited you, how he enslaved your generation. In the name of God Almighty, what are you doing to people? Answer me, what are you doing? But between the Indian and you are still have a little decency and a little more humanity. And that is why I said 75,000 to 80,000 of you can go to heaven. But define for me what is racism. A racist does not associate, mix, and have anything to do with the other. The lion and the tiger might be in the same pot, and they will eat with the hyenas when one are filled. But the Indian will not forget what happened to them in the 60s, like the Jews would not forget what happened to them under Adolf Hitler. So remember that. Nobody say all of you black people are bad, but I wanted to tell you clear, Indian people are the most vindictive people they got. Take Ramjata Nagamutu, Mr. Prasad, and Rupert Rupnarayan. A black man by the name of Walter Rodney was murdered by a black man named Burnham. Jagan was involved. Uini, Dublin. And under the Barrett Jack, their government, another black man was murdered, Mr. Waddle, all because of his own philosophy and his rights. I want you all to know, when will this ever stop? Guyana have enough for the citizen. With this new government, I want the constitution to change. No man is above the law, no president or others must run away with crime. Lula of Brazil was in jail. The Japanese prime minister might be going to jail soon. And many more end up in prison for crime that was committed. Fellow Guyanese, throw the black talk aside in the Indian new young generation and come together quick. Hold these politicians accountable for crime that was committed. Even the police, the army, and if you have your father, your brother, anyone doing crime, hand them over, because when the postman knock, y'all would not like the delivery or the mail that will be entering. But let's work together for a common cause, save humanity, unite as one, and give a lot of people around the world an opportunity to come and live and take care of their family. No racial tension. Black life matters, Indian life matters, Chinese life matters. All fucking life matters. And no religious conflict. We must live together as God's children, help each other, unite and lift the flag high and go forward for the Amerindian equal distribution of wealth. And every Guyanese must get 2-acre land per family and 100,000 US per family to build a dream house. No whorehouse, no rum shop. Buy your liquor from your supermarket and go home. And if you want a whorehouse, use your wife and daughter and granddaughter. No ordinary woman there again. No single woman, no poor people. We must lift our head as a nation. And we don't need America, Canada, and England to go and hide because you don't have a visa. Respect Guyana, come together, we can take care of our people, and all Guyanese must return back home. As Marcus Garvey say, back to Africa, I'm saying back to Guyana. Forget fucking India and Africa, and let's unite and put Guyana forward. Have a good day, and may God be with all of you but let's work together for a common goal. Unity, that's the only way it can bring prosperity. That's it. Have a good night.